hope you guys are doing well and having the most incredible day as always. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing well. In today's video, we are going to be doing a what I read in a week video, but this one is with a little bit of a twist because all of these books have been previously bought for me by my amazing friend Kelsey. You guys know her, you guys love her. And today's video is actually in collaboration with Kelsey because we are doing a My Bestie Picks What I Read for a Week video. Does that make sense? I hope so. So essentially all the books I'm going to be reading in today's video have been bought for me previously by Kelsey, and she is doing the same, and we are basically just getting these books off our TBR because we've bought them for each other and just not got to them yet. So without further ado, as always, I am going to dive into this video. I hope you guys enjoy and carry on watching. So the first book we're going to be reading in today's video is The Best Friend Bargain by Crystal Caswell. Now, I'm not going to lie to you guys, I have already started this book. I started this one last night and I'm only 63 pages in, but guys, the spice in this book I can already tell is going to be phenomenal. Like, it's going to be great, it's going to be spicy. If you guys like a spicy book, I truly think this book will be for you. So in this book we have Sky and we have Forrest, and Sky and Forrest are best friends. Forrest used to date Sky's cousin Mackenzie until Mackenzie cheated on him with some other guy. I feel like his name is Dylan, can't quite remember. Anyway, irrelevant. Mackenzie, who is Sky's cousin, rings Forrest to say, hiya, just letting you know, I'm really sorry if you're still not over me, but I'm getting married to the guy I cheated on you with, you know what I mean? And he's like, right, okay. And then she basically says that she's going to invite Sky to the wedding, and Mackenzie is really horrible to Sky. She's really horrible about Sky's size and about how she doesn't have a boyfriend, and Forrest decides to say, well, Sky actually does have a boyfriend because I'm the boyfriend. So this is fake dating your best friend. However, miscommunication, because they both basically fancy each other. So they don't know that they've had feelings for each other for a while. They think they're in the friend zone, but they're actually not because they both have feelings, and they've decided to fake date to go to Mackenzie's wedding. I hope that makes sense. Anyway, that is basically where we're at the moment. Sky is now basically trying to convince Mackenzie that her and Forrest are dating by taking photos, putting them on Instagram to try and basically convince her of the relationship and that the relationship is real. That is where we're at in this one at the moment. I am really enjoying it. As I said, I'm only 60 pages in. However, it has been a really quick 60 pages. Like, I feel like I have just read them in one flow motion, if that makes sense. And I haven't even really looked at how many pages I've read. It is so good. I'm really enjoying the writing style. It's a very easy story to read. Like, I'm really enjoying it. And I can see myself wanting to get the rest in this series. I know that this author has got maybe 4 more books in this kind of series to get, and I really might have to get them because I just absolutely love the writing style, and it's going to be spicy. Like, I'm not expecting it to be spicy because in the 60 pages I have read, definite spicy vibes, do you know what I mean? Anyway, that is book 1 that we're going to be reading in today's video. However, I am going to be doing a little bit of cleaning in the flat today. The flat, for some reason, is an absolute mess, and I just cannot. I need to clean it up. So I think what I'm going to do is put an audiobook on for book 2, and that is Carrie Soto is Back. If you guys didn't know, Taylor Jenkins Reid is one of my all-time favorite authors, but I have read pretty much every single one of her books I can get my hands on, apart from this one, and I'll tell you for why. It's about tennis. Do I like tennis? No. But some of my friends have said, look, I hate tennis, but I loved this book. So I think what I'm going to do is put the audiobook on and do a bit of a cleanup around the flat because it is a mess. It's getting on my nerves, to be honest. And it's a Sunday, and I feel like Sundays are a great day to do a bit of spring cleaning and listen to an audiobook. So that is what we're going to be doing now. And then probably a little bit later on, I will sit down with a nice coffee or something and read a bit more of this one. I am somebody who can listen and read to multiple books at once. I'm also currently reading Onyx Storm. So like, that is the sort of person I am, so I have kind of 3 books on the go at once. Anyway, we're going to do a bit of listening to Carrie Soto is Back. I'll give you guys my thoughts and opinions. But yeah, so far this one, obsessed, like really enjoying it. And then this one, obviously, we're going to start now. So let's dive into book number 2 of the video, and then hopefully it won't get too confusing because I'm going to be reading multiple books at once. Right, let's go. Okay, so scrap everything I just said about Carrie Soto is Back because I've just realized the audiobook that I had was actually in German. So I think what I'm going to have to do is listen to a bit of something else, do a little bit of cleaning, and then we are going to sit down and read a bit more of The Best Friend Bargain, unless I can find the audiobook on YouTube or something. I don't know. I think that's what I'm going to have to do. That is so annoying. I was really confused. I had it in like 2 times speed, thinking like, I cannot understand what this person is saying. It's because it was in German, so that's no good. Okay, so the flat has been hoovered, the bed has been made. I do need to put another wash on, and I also really want to do a little dust as well. So I'm going to do that in a moment, but I thought, you know what, let's sit down for a bit, watch a YouTube video and read some pages, and then we'll do a little bit more. So in our book, we are reading The Best Friend Bargain, by the way. I'm not reading Carrie Soto yet because I cannot find an audiobook anywhere for it apart from on Spotify, but I'm not the main Spotify holder of the account, so I can't listen to it, which is so annoying. Anyway, we are currently at the point in the book where Forrest and Sky are trying to take some like coupley photos to put them on Instagram and just make it more believable that they are in a relationship. Mackenzie just isn't really buying it, I don't think. Like, she has been told by Forrest and by Sky that they're in a relationship and that Sky is the love of his life and all that stuff, but she just isn't buying it. So Sky had the idea of putting some photos on Instagram, Facebook and all that kind of thing just to make it more believable. But obviously I'm thinking now, like, Sky's family and Forrest and his family are like really close. I think they were neighbours, so they sort of grew up together in that sense and they are very close. So what I'm thinking is they're going to put this on Facebook and it's going to be chaos for like the families because they're going to think they are actually in a relationship. Anyway, that is where we're at. Again, as I said, I'm loving the writing style. So easy. Definitely more on the spicy side. If you don't like spicy books, like, it does frequently come up about how much they do want to sleep with each other and that kind of thing. So yeah, if you don't like that kind of thing, you might not like this book, but I don't mind it. So I'm really enjoying it and I'm finding that it's very easy to read, which I love. So I'm gonna sit down for a bit, do a little bit more reading. I am reading it on my phone instead of my Kindle, just fancy to change. I've been reading on my Kindle for a few weeks now, so I thought, you know what, mix it up a little bit and I can read really quick on my phone. So that is what I'm gonna do, and I have got my paperback here just in case I fancy it. The only thing with the paperback though is that the font is like hella small, so I just haven't really wanted to pick the paperback up, but I do really like the feel of it and it is a nice floppy paperback, so we do have that if we do want to change it up. But I am just going to read on my phone for a little bit. So you guys will understand what Mackenzie is like from this one thing. So Sky classes herself as a more plus size woman. She has an Instagram where she also classes herself as an influencer. She has a lot of followers and she posts a lot of like body positivity posts because she does again class herself as more plus size. And Mackenzie, from what I'm gathering, like, is very slim, very slender, kind of more that kind of vibe. And she commented on one of Sky's Instagram posts and it says, "Hot, I'm surprised you're so bold in public." Like, excuse me? Like, she is giving so many backhanded compliments, like, oh my god, you look so good for like a plus size girl, you know what I mean? And I'm just not about that lifestyle. Like, no, like, we don't like her. She's not a nice person. I have come to the conclusion that I love their banter as a best friend duo because not only is there definite like flirtatious vibes, it is just so cute and I feel like they honestly get on so incredibly well. I can just see this. I mean, obviously it's gonna have, in my opinion, a very obvious ending of best friends to lovers kind of vibe, but I love that because I feel like, I don't really feel like I read a lot of true best friends to lovers, but you can tell that these two characters like love each other so dearly as best friends that being a couple will just enhance that and it will just be so cute. Like, I'm actually obsessed with it. Like, yes, it's going to be spicy, you can just tell, but the cute factor of it also I think is going to be really, really high, and I'm just really excited for them to hopefully finally admit they've got feelings for each other. Like, at the moment they're still obviously doing the fake dating, the kind of like pretending vibes, but you can just tell that slowly but surely they are going to grow more feelings for each other and it is just going to be really cute. But Mackenzie, hate her. She's just so annoying. Every time she talks, I'm just like, shut up, I just don't like you. So yeah, anyway, obsessed with it. Just a little update. I'm just really, really enjoying it. Like, it's so good. And I feel like I've not heard anyone really speak about this book. So if you guys love a spicy, like, friends to lovers romance, Highly recommend. Also, he's a tattoo artist, so we love that. I have come to a conclusion that I love Holden. Holden is Forrest's brother, and he has this like funny, flirtatious banter with Sky, but not in a way that I think he and Sky would ever get together. Sorry, Thor's just licking his feet. So sorry about that. Yeah, not in a way that I think he and Sky would get together, but it's just like a funny, like childhood, like friends banter. Do you know what I mean? Like he gives that flirty banter, but I don't think he really means it. I really want Holden to have his own book, and if he does, I definitely would read it. Like I'm really enjoying this, and I feel like it's one of those hidden gem books that again, you don't hear a lot of people talking about, but I've just started reading it and I'm absolutely obsessed with it. So yeah, if he has a book, I think I might actually have to Google it now and see what the other books are about in this series, because if it is his brother, book 2 is about his brother. Stop. Oh my goodness. Okay, I need to read that. Who's book 3 about? Is this gonna spoil anything? Oh, best friend's older brother. Okay. And book 4. Wow, I'm gonna need these. I'm gonna need all of these. Like I need them all. Okay, I don't know who that is, so I'm gonna stop now because I'm gonna spoil it, but I need book 2. So I will buy book 2, book 3, book 4, and book 5, and we will read them all. So love it. Okay guys, so I have just sat down and finished book 1 of this video, and I am gonna give The Best Friend Bargain 4 stars. This book was so good. Like not only did it have a level of spice, which was spicing, the plot was okay, don't get me wrong, it did get a little bit overlooked because of the spice, but it kept me interested. Like the plot was, it was just easy to read. Do you know what I mean? Like at this point in time, I needed a quick, easy, spicy, fluffy romance, and that is exactly what this gave me. Don't get me wrong, there was like a little bit of drama with Mackenzie. We don't like Mackenzie. Not a vibe. And also, I'm not gonna lie, like Crystal Caswell really has me intrigued about every single other character in this series now, so I am gonna have to go to Amazon and buy the rest because I need Holden's story for starters, and I need to know the rest of their stories like immediately, so I'm gonna be buying those. I honestly think I just loved this so much more than I thought, and I think that is why I am set on a 4-star, because it was just perfect for the time, and I feel like I would highly recommend this to if you guys like a spicy book. It was just great. Like it was a really good kind of best friends to lovers slash fake dating slash miscommunication trope, but like the miscommunication wasn't that annoying. It was just, they obviously both liked each other, like neither of them just said it. Do you know what I mean? Like it wasn't super annoying, but it wasn't not there either. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, I really, really love this one. I would highly recommend it if you guys are wanting a spicy, easy kind of bingeable book. 100%. And if you guys have read this or you do read it, I would love to know your thoughts and opinions down below. But that is enough on book 1. Now we're going to dive into book 2, which I am so excited about. So the second book we are going to be reading in today's video is The Friend Zone by Abby Jimenez. I have had this book on my wish list, on my TBR for so long, and every single time I say to somebody like, oh, I haven't read this yet, like, do I need to read it? All yeses every single time. I cannot wait to dive into this book. I am so excited. So this one is part of a trilogy, which I think, should I be starting another series, even though like this was a series? Should I be starting another? No, I definitely shouldn't. But do I want to start it? Yes, I do, because I need to know what the hype is about. I have read one Abby Jimenez book in my life, and it was just for the summer. That was a 5-star read for me. I absolutely loved it, and that was also the 3rd book in a series, so I need to like read those. Anyway, I am excited to read those, but I really want to read The Friend Zone. I've heard nothing but good things about this one, and it just seems like a vibe. I'm gonna hold the back up so you guys can read the back. I won't bore you by reading the entire thing. If you guys want to have a pause, you're more than welcome. But from what I can gather, this one is about Kristen and Josh. Josh is giving like funny, sexy vibe. Yeah, I don't really know what this one is about. I'm just really excited. I just don't have any doubt that I'm gonna love this book. That is how I feel. So we're gonna dive into book 2. I hope you guys are ready. I can't wait. So let's go. Okay guys, so please do excuse the messiness that is the background, but I really wanted to give you guys an update. So we are currently on chapter 6, and when I tell you, I am obsessed. I'm obsessed. These characters have the most incredible banter. Like I am just living for it. It is so funny. Their quick wit, their banter between each other. Like they've not even really known each other for like 5 minutes and they're already like shooting jokes at each other. It is so entertaining. The only thing with this is that the female main character currently has a long distance boyfriend who seems really nice, so I don't really know where this is going to go. If this ends and they are simply friends, I think I will throw the book out of the window because I need them to be together. They are the most perfect couple. I just can't. They are literally made for each other. Anyway, I digress. In this book, we have Josh and we have Kristen. Kristen is, I don't actually know what she does, but she works within, I believe, does she work in the fire department? No, maybe she doesn't actually do that. I don't actually know, but anyway, she is the maid of honor at her friend's wedding, and the best man is Josh. He is a very handsome fireman, and they previously meet in a slight car wreck. Not really a car wreck. He basically goes into the back of her car because she stops really quickly, and that is how they meet. And then they meet again because they have mutual friends, and that is kind of the vibe. Anyway, long story short, Kristen and her best friend Sloane run a dog accessory company, and they need somebody to help make these little dog stairs, all really random, and Josh needs some money, so he offers to help them. That is basically the situation. He is working out of Kristen's garage, and she is finding it very, very hard not to find him attractive, although she has got a boyfriend who is coming back from the Marines in like a few weeks. I don't even really know how I feel. I want them to be together, but also Tyler, the boyfriend, seems really nice, but they also haven't really spent a lot of time together. I think they've been together for 2 years. However, they've spent like maybe 2 weeks together each year for the past 2 years. So they've only really been together in person for like a month. So I don't really know how to feel. I don't know what's going to happen. This is just going to cause me stress if they do not get together. That is where we're at. I'm really enjoying it. The writing style is great. Obviously, Abby Jimenez is just fantastic at what she does, so I didn't expect anything less, but I will be heartbroken if they don't work this out. So anyway, that's where we're at. I'm really enjoying it, so let's carry on. So I've just read up to page 94. We are 25% through the book, and Josh has basically been staying at Kristen's house because they had like this loiterer slash person trying to get in the house, and he basically said to her, like, you're not staying at home on your own. You can either accept me to sleep in your spare bedroom, or you can go and stay at your friend Sloane's house. Now she basically said, look, fine, you can sleep in the spare room. And a few days ago he just said that he found out that the guy that was loitering outside the house has been caught, and like he's been doing it to everybody in the neighborhood, but he hasn't told Kristen because he wants to stay at her house. But it's so hard to think that's adorable and think that's cute and really enjoy it because she has got a boyfriend, even though she has openly admitted that she is only with him for a certain reason. I won't spoil that reason because I think it is a really big part of the book, and I can see it being a massive plot to the book, and you kind of catch on very early on anyway, but I won't tell you just in case. But yeah, basically she is with him for a certain reason, and she doesn't want to be with Josh because of that reason, and that reason isn't going to be fair to Josh. So that's where we're at the moment. They both clearly like each other, but because she's got a boyfriend, it is like a no-go zone situation. So that's where we're at. I'm really enjoying it. I don't know if this is going to be a 5-star read, I'll be honest. Like, it's not giving me that 5-star read feeling. However, it is giving me like a 4-star kind of cozy vibe. Like, I'm enjoying reading it. I'm just sat here watching some YouTube and having a read, and I'm really enjoying it. So that is where we're at the moment. I think that something is going to happen between Kristen and her boyfriend, and I think they probably will end up breaking up, and then her and Josh will be together, but I don't know how we're going to get there. So I'm really enjoying that aspect of it, and I wouldn't say I'm necessarily getting through this book really quickly, especially because the last book I read within like 2, maybe 3 days at a push. This one I have been reading for a couple days, and I'm not as far into it as I would like to be, so hopefully I can binge a bunch of it today and hopefully maybe finish it tomorrow. I don't know. So we are going to continue reading again. We're on 94, 25% through, so let's smash out some more pages. Honestly, I feel Thor is snoring. I am so sorry. I don't know how to feel. Like, I am loving these characters, like, a lot. I find the, to put it lightly, like the cheating trope, I find it very hard to read it and enjoy it unless like the other part of the party is a complete asshole. Do you know what I mean? Like, if he or she is a horrible human being, I can almost look past it. However, reading this when we don't really know much about Tyler and he seems lovely, it's so hard because they're obviously very flirtatious toward each other and they're obviously doing things which, let's be real, are pushing boundaries, like for somebody in a relationship. So I'm just finding it really hard to look over that and look past it and enjoy what it is they're doing. Do you know what I mean? Also, again, Thor is clearly loving the reading update. But yeah, anyway, that is where we're at. I'm just finding it so difficult. Anyway, have a look at Thor. Here he is. He's so tired. Hello everybody. So I am filming a few other videos and I thought it was about time for me to do a little bit of an update on this book because I have thoughts, I have opinions, and honestly, I don't know what to think. I am not even halfway through. Am I halfway through actually? I think I'm like 200 pages through of a 350 page book. Anyway, that is neither here nor there. That's not the point. Yeah, I don't know how I feel. I don't know if I love this. I don't know if I hate it. I will just say I love Abby Jimenez's writing style. I love the way she makes me enjoy the characters. Like, don't get me wrong. I think she is a fantastic author, but the girl character in this is really annoying me and I want to love her. Like, I want to love her, but I'm struggling. I am struggling to love her. So this is going to be a little bit of a spoiler alert. If you do not want to hear any thoughts or opinions, please skip to the next clip. But tell me why she had a boyfriend. Like, she had a boyfriend who, don't get me wrong, he seemed absolutely lovely on the phone. They had their phone calls. Granted, he's in the Marines. They don't see each other that much, but tell me why she had a boyfriend and then all of a sudden she stops answering his calls to make him feel not loved, to then make him stay at the Marines. And that was kind of their cut-off point as a relationship, I suppose. Like, if he was going to stay another year, they were going to break up. That was kind of the situation. So he left her a voicemail like, I've decided to stay. And literally she answers the voicemail, listens to the voicemail, hangs up the phone and goes and sleeps with Josh. Like, don't get me wrong, Tyler has also just appeared, so that's great. And he doesn't necessarily seem like her type of person. He doesn't seem like they're gonna mesh well. I mean, so far he doesn't seem horrible, so there's that. But yeah, she's annoyed me. Like, she basically just stopped, like, she ghosted her boyfriend of 2 years and then slept with someone else on their breakup evening. Like, I just don't like that. I don't know what it was. No. So I'm not enjoying her as a character. I can't get my words out. Josh as a character, love him. Absolutely love him. His heart is in the right place. However, hers, I'm just not loving it. Anyway, I will continue to read it and maybe it will grow on me. Maybe it will turn out that Tyler, her ex-boyfriend, is an absolute asshole. In which case, it probably won't bother me as much. But as it stands, she's annoyed me and I am really struggling to get through it. I'm not gonna lie. So let's carry on reading it. That was just my midway update and hopefully I can finish this book in the next day because I just want it to be done. So let's carry on. Okay guys, so we have done it. We have finally finished The Friend Zone by Abby Jimenez. Now, the whirlwind that this book took me on, I don't even know where to start because at the beginning I was like, I hate this book. I'm not loving it. Like, the girl character, I won't lie, was getting on my nerves. Did she get on my nerves throughout the entirety of the book? Yes, she did. However, I feel like the end of this book really pulled it through. It really tugged on my heartstrings. I won't lie to you guys, it was emotional. But did I expect it? No. That is what made me like this book. I gave this book a 3 stars. Originally, I'm gonna be real, I was leaning on a 2-star. Like, I was not enjoying this book. Was it because I read It Happened One Summer first and that's like her most newest release and it was kind of her newer sort of writing style? Maybe. But this book was kind of annoying, kind of boring. The end. I was sat there last night, honestly, gobsmacked. I could not believe what I was reading. My heart shattered into a million pieces. And then after that, something else happened, which was kind of like an obvious outcome. I feel even from the start that was going to happen. But the emotion, can't stop thinking about it, cannot stop thinking about it. So I gave this one a 3-star. That is kind of my rating for this book. Was good. Would I recommend? Yes, it was a really good read. Do I feel like I would read it again? Probably not. However, I definitely feel like I would read... Oh, I just flicked onto that scene. Okay, yeah, I need to stop reading it. Anyway, I've forgotten what I was saying. I got so distracted. But yeah, this book was good. I would say that the first kind of 3/4 are very... just like average. Like, I wasn't really looking forward to reading the book and a lot of the characters were annoying me, but it kind of pulled through at the end. Anyway, that is the second book we have read for this video and I gave it a 3 stars. So yeah, moving on. So now moving on to the third and final book of this video, and that is of course Carrie Soto Is Back by Taylor Jenkins Reid. Now as I said at the start of this video, I hate tennis. Like, tennis to me is boring. I hate to say it, I just don't like it. But this book is entirely about tennis. Why I'm doing this to myself, I don't know. But I absolutely love Taylor Jenkins Reid's writing style. I love all of her books. I have enjoyed every single one. I think even I've given them all like a 3, 4, 5 star, maybe even just a 4 or 5 star. Like, I've really, really enjoyed them. So this, I believe, is one of the last ones on my backlist of her books to read, and I just want to get it done. Like, I need to know what the hype is about. I've heard really great things about this book, and I even own it in a hardback and a paperback. So hopefully I like it. But yeah, let's dive in. Again, I don't really know too much about what this is about, apart from that it's about tennis. I'll hold it up so you guys can have a pause and a read if you would like to, but I'm gonna go in blind. So let's dive into book 3. I am so excited, so let's go. Good morning everybody and happy Saturday. So I don't have an ounce of makeup on, if you couldn't tell. I mean, let's be real, you can tell. And I've also slicked my hair back because I am just not in a makeup mood today. I am not in a washing my hair and curling it mood today. So like, we're just gonna ignore it. I hope you guys don't mind. But I just read the first chapter of Carrie Soto Is Back, and from what I can gather, this is about a girl called Carrie Soto. I'm going to assume, it's not been acknowledged that that's her name yet, but I'm going to assume that's her name. And she was a very famous tennis player, and then she kind of went into retirement and she went to go and watch a tennis game with her dad, who used to be unwell, and he's kind of fighting that now, so he's a lot better. And she is about to have her world title taken away from her by somebody else, so she's decided to step out of retirement and be trained by her dad to kind of be the best tennis player again. That is where we're at the moment. Not a lot has happened. Am I enjoying it? I don't really know at the moment. A lot of it so far is tennis talk, which is just going straight over my head. I'm watching Bestie Kendall, so I'm having a really good Saturday morning, and I also have an appointment to go to today at 3, which I'm so excited about. I'm not going to tell you what it's for yet. You guys will find out soon. I'm not pregnant, by the way, so that is not happening, but it's something which I've wanted to share with you guys for a while, but I haven't wanted to jinx it yet, so that'll be coming soon. But yeah, that's basically where we're at. We're just having a chilled morning, and I'm just going to finish up my coffee and maybe try and read a couple more chapters before I go out this afternoon. It is currently 11:53, so we have a while till we need to leave. I think we're probably leaving around 2 o'clock or something, so I'm actually really excited about that. So yeah, So anyway, I'm going to carry on doing some reading. I thought I would just give you an update and kind of step on in. I don't feel like I've ever looked worse. So anyway, let's carry on. We're going to watch some more YouTube and read some more of Carrie Soto's back. And I think this is literally like a 400-page book. So how many pages have I read? Like literally 10, so we have a while to go. Okay, so do excuse my spectacles. I should actually wear glasses and I never wear my glasses, so I'm wearing them simply because I'm reading a paperback and I feel like I cannot see. So we are just dealing with the no makeup, hair scraped back, spectacle version of myself today, so I do apologise, but I have just read I think 2 full pages of tennis rules and regulations, so that skimmed straight over my head. We're on page 20 and we have kind of gone back in time to 1955 to 1965, and we have found out that Carrie's mum sadly passed away when she was very young and she hasn't really grown up with that mother figure, so we are kind of going back in time. This is when her dad was teaching her all the rules, regulations of tennis and kind of starting from the beginning. I guess it is just going to be a basic kind of play-by-play of her life, how she became one of the greatest tennis players of all time, and then I'm going to assume that she then plays again and does even better than she did before. That is my guess and estimate for the book, but I do find that with a lot of Taylor Jenkins Reid's books, sometimes it's not going to be as it seems, and you do have a few plot twists and things of sort of life things like that you don't expect, you know what I mean? I mean, that is the definition of a plot twist, isn't it? So that would make sense. Anyway, we're going to continue doing some reading. I will say I'm not reading it as fast as I would normally read a book. Again, I've been reading for probably 40 minutes and I've read 20 pages, so that's not great. But in that time, I have put a few loads of washing on and I have been watching YouTube, I won't lie. So yeah, we're on page 20, so let's do a bit more reading and hopefully I can get a bit more of this book read today. I just need to stop getting distracted with YouTube videos, so let's carry on. Okay guys, so I'm not gonna lie to you, did I update you guys as much as I wanted to whilst reading Carrie Soto is back? No, I didn't. It was a really intense, busy working week for me, and I feel like I just didn't get time to not only sit down and chat about this book kind of whilst I was reading it, but also I just looked like a little homeless person last week. Like, there was no ounce of makeup, my hair was a greasy mess, and I just feel like you guys didn't need to see that. So I have in fact finished Carrie Soto is Back. It is the last book I'm going to be reading in this video. I liked this book. I gave this one overall a 3-star. It wasn't necessarily the writing style I didn't like, because me and Taylor Jenkins Reid, we are like this. Like, I love near enough every single one of her books. Like, I've thoroughly enjoyed them. The writing style is so good. It's so easy. She also makes me love all the characters, which I really enjoyed, but because it was about tennis, I was just a little bit bored, I won't lie to you. Like, I'm gonna be real, like, it is about tennis. A lot of people said to me, like, it's not mainly about tennis, like the main focus isn't about, it is about tennis. Like, the amount of non-tennis aspects are like minuscule. There is a section which is really sad, but you kind of expect it. I feel like when I was reading it, I knew it was going to happen, and also when it did happen, it was very quick, and I just feel like it was brushed over incredibly quickly. So for that reason, I gave it a 3-star. Again, I love the writing style, I love the characters. I just feel like the aspect of tennis was very heavily focused, which is obviously understanding. It is about a tennis player, so obviously it's going to be about tennis, but it was kind of, the description descriptions about tennis, it was quite a lot. Does that make sense? Like, instead of saying, oh, I played a match with this person and like I won, it was, we played a match and it was on clay and balls bounce this way on clay, and I find, do you know what I mean? It was just a bit too descriptive, but also that's only for me personally because I don't particularly love tennis. So I think if you love tennis, or you're not really bothered about reading about sports in detail that you don't necessarily like, you might love this book, and I would recommend it. Like, again, the writing style was so good. Taylor Jenkins Reid is a top author for me, so I would highly recommend it. Have I got this in 2 copies? Yes, I have. I will probably put the other one that I have of this on Vinted maybe, but I do want to keep this one because obviously Bestie Kelsey bought it for me. I'm gonna give it a 3-star. It was good, just not my fave. So that is going to be everything for today's video. I really hope you guys did enjoy, and obviously do not forget to go and check out Kelsey's video. She is going to be reading 3 books which I bought for her, and honestly I can't wait to go and watch it, so make sure you check it out. I will leave it down below. And yeah, if you guys haven't yet subscribed, please do. Also, if you guys have any reading vlog recommendations, please leave them for me down below. I'm gonna love you and leave you. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.